and welcome to the Bachelor Shark Tank for Commander. It's me at CGV. I'm here with Raren, and I'm here with Voxy. Hi, say hi.
Hey.
Hi.
So, Raren has been getting into Magic the Gathering and says he wants to play Commander with us, Voxy. So, we're going to try to see what kind of Commander Raren likes. Does that sound fun?
Sounds fun to me.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah, so we have
Maybe you should do like a testimonial from my perspective too. Like I've been so lonely for so long. The years have been dark, depressing, and I'm really looking for some true love.
Yeah,
in the form of a commander.
Yeah, yes, you'll find all your happiness in Magic.
Screen and like the sad music, it's gonna really hit, pull people's emotional strings. Now they're locked in.
Now they're locked in, dialed all the way in. Yes, we've got to find you love in the form of Love in the Command Zone. That's the name of the show.
Love in the Command Zone. Oh,
it's a terrible name.
I mean, it's better than what you said. The Shark Tank. What?
It's definitely better than Bachelor Shark Tank. So, one of us is going to pitch Raren a commander. The other is going to talk Raren out of said commander in a debate type format that took place in middle school of she ain't right for you, bro, kind of thing. And we'll see who gets the rose at the end. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
All right. To go first, I had an idea, and then Gina said that idea is trash. This idea is better. So here's the idea. Raren, yeah. you're gonna use these links to pull up our very first videos with you.
Oh my God.
And the one with the most dislikes between our first videos on your channel goes first.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
That's gonna make me sad.
No, but then you win. The person with the most dislikes is winning.
Dislikes?
Yeah.
I'm a winner?
Yeah. Who do you think got the most dislikes on these videos?
Probably me, because I shit talk patches, God forbid.
That was a good video. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I thought Yogg was trash.
Yeah, I'm going to base it off percentage.
Oh, good.
Is percentage better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. So, CJ, yours video has a 97.1%.
Okay, sounds good.
And then
sounds better than my channel.
Wait, they're both 97.1. Oh,
let's go. We both
okay. We got to know the number
by your community.
You got to find the number. You got to dig deep for the number.
Oh my God, that's gonna be so.
Ass.
Oh my God. Okay, hold on. When was this one?
I like how you didn't tell him this is how we were deciding who's going first. So he's doing this on the fly. Like he literally has to go find this in real time because you didn't tell him to do this prior.
How long
Yes, he does.
How long ago?
Yes, and he brought us together for this event. He has to have skin in the game.
A year ago. Oh.
Okay. I sent you the
Over
link.
a year for us.
Just search for it in the studio.
Yeah, but I don't think it actually shows you the like ratio, does it? It only shows you the unless I'm stupid. Hold on, let me okay, I found yours. 297 dislikes for yours.
Oh, that's so many people. Okay, I think that'll make it. I think that'll hold. I think that'll hold.
Foxy's has 310.
I'm not surprised.
But hold on, which video did better? Okay. No, let's all right, yes. The Voxy, you lost. For real.
No,
Great.
Voxy won. Oh, Voxy goes first.
She asked, okay, yeah, I see what you mean.
I'm gonna be complete. I don't really feel like a winner right now. Like the way this is going.
Voxy, if you think about it, you kind of started this whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like you're kind of Iron Man, so like you should feel like the most accomplished out of any person here.
Yeah, I feel great.
You got it, Tony. Let's get it.
Oh, I go first now. Okay, great.
Yep.
All right, give me 1 second. I don't know which one I want to show you first. Okay, here's one that I don't really fucking know you as a person, but
what?
Here's what I think.
Hold on, back up. What do you mean? What do you mean you don't know me as a person? We've known each other for a year at this point.
I mean, yeah, but like you as a person, like I don't know what your vibe would be in Commander,
okay, fair enough.
But maybe you might like something like this.
Okay.
So this is Hawkball of the Surging Soul.
Okay.
He's a merfolk. Essentially, his whole thing is like get a bunch of fish, give them a bunch of counters, do a bunch of damage. And this card is I don't know why I'm showing you this because this card's a pain in my ass to play against, but I think that this card is pretty good and generally okay for like a newish player.
Okay.
You want me to read the whole thing, CGB, or what you want me to?
You want me?
You can. Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to, yeah.
Yeah. So Hawkball the Surging Soul is a Simic commander for your Magic Baby Brain that is green and blue. And it's a 3/3 at the beginning of combat on your turn. Each merfolk you control explores, which is where you look at the top card of your library. If it's a land, you could put it in your hand. Otherwise, you can leave it on top and put a 1/1 counter on a creature you control. And then put it back or into your graveyard. And then when Hawkball attacks, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. If you don't, draw a card. So you're putting counters on things and you're drawing cards and you're ramping. It's a good commander. And it's really good out of the box as a precon.
Okay.
I also get murdered by this commander way too much.
It's really, really good. Like I wouldn't want to give you like a crap. Like I probably start off with like one of the one I know the most out of all the ones, but this one is very good out of the box.
Okay, Raren, I'm gonna level with you. She's telling the truth. This card's really good. It's so good. It's so good. A new player could kick my ass with it almost any day. Yeah. Do you want it that easy? Do you want it that easy, Raren? Is that what you're looking for?
I do like it that easy. That sounds kind of nice.
Okay. Other downside. So this is for every merfolk you control, right? So you want to make a lot of merfolk. So when you go to combat, if you have a bunch of merfolk you're going to explore, that means you have to look at the top card of your library. If it's a land, it goes in your hand. If it's not a land, you can keep it on top or put it in the graveyard for the +1/+1 counter. And I stress this because that's a lot of choices. That's a lot of choices before combat. Ooh, do I put this on top?
Are you calling him
Ooh, do I put this in the graveyard?
Is that what's going on here? I think he's smart enough to like look at a card and see, wow, this is a land or this is not a land, and I will put a counter on a thing.
He's a smart and brilliant guy. I'm just saying, maybe at times in my life, the Hawkball player has been there just exploring. And as another player at the table, I'm like, they're taking a long time. I'm getting bored, so I'm going to attack them and try to kill them. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
You know what is? I will level with him. You will have a bit of a thinking here, but you are a Mythic Magic constructed player. You just did your first 7-win draft. I'm pretty sure you do relatively fine in Hearthstone. I don't know. I think you can handle what Hawkball does. Thoughts?
So I was writing down notes as you guys were talking. I'm gonna keep doing this for everyone, just so you guys are yelling. There's so much going on. I gotta make sure my head's clear. So I wrote, very good, easy to learn. Ramp token. CGB confirms. Very good commander. New player could beat CGB with ease. A lot of choices. Overwhelmed? ? CGB that called me stupid, but that he's backing up as in like he doesn't actually beat it. A lot of exploring. You can call me Dora. Other players will find this boring. I will die just from hatred. So
this is why I dropped out of debate class. This is bullshit.
CGB got too emotional there, I think. Like,
so that's how you know that he doesn't want to play against this commander, because it's so awful to play against.
But do I want to be the most hated person? Like, you know when you had like a group, like your group of friends, they bring their significant other and they don't really like the significant other, so they don't want to like hang out with you anymore. Like, I feel like this is what it's leaning towards.
I would hope people would like my partner, but I mean, you know what? Maybe you're right.
These are the things you have to think about when choosing a commander deck. You've got to think about how everybody else at the table will feel as you play it, and if you stomp them too hard. Yeah.
So just to confirm, both of you guys do not like playing against this.
Ooh.
I think I picked it because it's very good, and I want you to have like I didn't want to give you like a weenie commander at first, where it's just like, okay, draw a card, I guess, play a couple creatures, I guess. Like, I wanted to give you something strong that had synergy, but I also wanted a reason to beat the shit out of you. So this is also why. Can I cuss, CGB? Is that okay?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. I also wanted a reason to target you specifically. So, you know.
What did you just write down?
Foxy wants to kill me.
Yeah, I said I'm going into this with a lot of fucking animosity because of our pre-phone call talk, our pre-recording talk, and I'm sticking with that.
Okay. Yeah. All right. It's a competition. It's a hostile competition. I appreciate that. All right. Just so we've got all our thoughts on Hackball. Kind of a final vibe. Are you ready to see another one?
Yeah, let's see. Let's see another one. It's too hard to really gauge what's going on here. I need to see like a comparison. So all right, let's see what your first one is.
Here you go. So, what I bring.
Oh, I almost picked this one too. Sorry, go ahead. I almost picked this one too.
What I bring to you. Are colors too hard? Yes. Is free mana in Hearthstone shrinking your brain? Yes. Then try a deck with no colors whatsoever. This is a colorless commander, which means you don't have to worry about what color your mana makes. It all does literally almost nothing. Zuladoc the Void Gorger is an incredible 7/4 legendary Eldrazi, and it says colorless spells you cast from your hand with mana value 7 or greater have Cascade. That means that you flip over cards from the top of your library until you reveal a card with a lower converted mana cost, and you may cast that on the spot for free. If you have Cascade, you do that twice. So when you cast a 7 mana or greater card with Zuladoc on the field, you will flip over cards until you hit something cheaper than that card, and you can cast it for free. And then you'll do it again. You'll flip over cards until you hit something cheaper and cast that for free. If the thing you cast happens to be 7 mana, that is not from your hand, so you don't Cascade again. But it is a crazy amount of free value. A Zuladoc Void Gorger deck typically does not need or run much interaction. It runs a ton of ramp, then casts the biggest, most threatening monster Eldrazi's in the multiverse. Eldrazi's are feared by all. They have annihilated planes. They have destroyed many a thing. And you can know the pleasure of being feared as without worrying about colors. So that is why you should pick Zuladoc, the Void Gorger.
Like
and just look at that pretty profile. That is confidence. All right, there's confidence being radiated from this colorless man thing.
Okay, huge aura. All right, Voxy, your thoughts?
Yeah, just to piggyback off what CGB said, if you are too stupid to see the colors blue, green, red, black, or white, you can just fucking forget about it and just do any color you want and just spew out a bunch of big dudes and just win that way. I guess if you want that type of win of just like shitting out random creatures, not having to think about colors, sure. Who needs to think?
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay. No, so you sound like if I pick this one, you're gonna be mad at the table again and focus me.
I'm gonna focus you regardless.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't lie. A commander this scary often gets removed just for existing, but then they don't have removal for your big bads that you're going to play because your deck's full of big bads.
Okay, and I call.
So let me just, I'm just gonna hop in here real quick to piggyback off of what CGB said. You like to do anything on this commander, you have to have it on the battlefield. That is a 6 cost. You're not doing jack shit until turn 6. And by the time turn 6 comes out, it's very likely that one of us has a removal spell. Probably, actually, it's only likely that I have a removal spell because no one in Commander plays fucking goddamn spot removal except for me.
Come on. We've played
we
together.
Play a fucking Heartless Act
Foxy.
or a feed that's whatever.
I resent this. We've played together. You know me.
Sorry, it was more of a jab at Commander players as a whole. But
yeah.
Spot removal is good, and I will be playing it. And by the time you cast this thing out, I'm going to kill it. And then, do you know what commander tax is, or no?
No. What is that? What's a commander tax?
So commander tax is, so this card costs 6 to cast. If it is killed or exiled or discarded wherever, you can always put the card back in the command zone. But you have to pay, it's called tax, you have to pay 2 extra on top. So you have to pay 8. And then it gets killed again. After you play it, you have to pay 10. So on and so
it
forth.
Keeps scaling like that. Okay.
It keeps scaling up. So it's going to cost a lot each time you play it. And it already costs a lot on its own. So by the time it comes out and it's murder, it's going to be costing you quite a bit. So I hope you can last until turn 15.
Wait, so what does my deck do besides just build scary monster or big?
Yeah, CGB, what does it do besides
that?
just...
Can I interest you in more monsters?
Okay, so a lot of monsters. Okay.
A lot of monsters, but they have really cool cast triggers. So, for example, Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger, when you cast it, exiles any 2 permanents on the battlefield. And some of them have really amazing attack triggers. So they have what's called Annihilator. So Kozilek, the Great Distortion, when it attacks, the person you're attacking has to sacrifice 4 permanents, which is so devastating to them.
Okay.
Doesn't that sound fun?
It is.
Okay.
Doesn't it sound fun to attack Voxy and annihilate? Make her sacrifice 4
I'm not gonna
permanents?
comment.
Does it sound fun,
I'm not,
Rare?
I'm
Does
not
that sound
commenting
fun
on that.
to you?
I'm not commenting on that. I can't. I can't comment on that. I'm sorry. It may or may not sound fun. Sorry. Is there anything else I should know before I think about my thoughts here?
No. Do you have any? Do you have any questions,
there's a lot
or
of
do you
stuff.
want to go into sharing your thoughts on Zoo the Dog?
Let me go through my list here. So it's colorless, which means any land or any mana source I put in is irrelevant in terms of color, as long as I get so that actually solves my biggest problem with Magic. So like that's pretty nice. No brain shrinking if I play this card. That's pretty sick. A lot of card flipping. My hands might get tired. That is something to consider. A lot of free a lot of free stuff. Crazy amount of free value. Ton of ramp, big spells, scary monsters. Okay, all sounds good. I will be feared at the table. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not someone who really like. You guys ever, when someone sings you happy birthday, like how do you feel about it? Like I'm not someone who really likes it. So like I don't.
I love it. I love the attention.
You love it? Oh God! I've seen this before.
I
Actually,
sing along back. I just love birthdays. I should reiterate. I love birthdays and I love other people's birthdays. So I just love birthdays in general.
Okay.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much.
I'm not a
I
huge
hate
fan
it
of
so much.
Let me continue.
What?
So I will be feared, and this dude has huge aura, as in like his presence is nice. Okay, and then Voxy started to talk. It said, "Stupid means you can't see colors. Shitting out creatures. If you don't hear from me again, please go find Voxy. She is a problem. It is expensive. Turn 6 means this card's probably getting removed. Hosts are shouting at each other. The commander tax is bad for this, and you get a lot of monsters, and attack triggers are nice for this. Okay, so this is like big meatballs on big meatballs, pretty much is what I'm seeing here. Okay.
Yes.
I'm not going to really lead into one or another here. They both sound okay. I'm a little scared for both of these because I will be the target. So let's see what else you got.
Okay, Voxy, you are up next.
Here's another one that I actually don't know if you would like, but I kind of wanted to test your vibe. So this is Gaunty,
Oh, what the hell?
Canny Acquisitor.
dope.
Wait, how do you say that? Acquisitor?
Acquisitor, yeah. Acquisitor.
Connie
yeah.
Acquisitor.
Gaunty the Acquisitor. It is Sultai, blue, green, black, and 2. It's a 5/5. Spells you cast but don't own cost 1 less to cast. Whenever one or more creatures you control deals combat damage to a player, look at the top card of that player's library, exile it face down, and you can play that card. And it costs 1 less to cast. So forget about making your own deck. Just grab somebody else's deck and play their deck. Commit crime.
Sounds like a Hearthstone deck.
Yeah, grab somebody else's stuff. If you don't want to like put all the effort into, making your own deck, figuring out your synergy, let somebody else do the legwork for you. And then you just take their hard-earned things and kill them with it. It's demoralizing. It's exciting. It could be anything. It's a lot of fun. So this is Gaunty.
Okay. All right. I'm a huge fan so far. CGB, your thoughts?
I can't lie. I love this card.
I know.
I love this card so much. It's so infuriating when somebody does it to you. And it's so fun to do it yourself. I will say I'm noticing a theme, Boxy. We're continuing to put a bullseye on our new player's forehead because this is another card that like maybe the first time people are like into it, like, okay, sure. And then when you start setting up multiple rogues and you're stealing like a card from each person every turn, they're going to be like, that's enough of that. I don't like you casting my things. So once again, they're not gonna like your vibe in the long term for playing this card. They're going to try to remove it. They're going to try to keep you from doing these things. Oh God, but this is isn't one of the cool things about this? One of the cool things about this card is you can still cast the spells you steal even if this dies.
Yes, 100%. So if Gonti comes out, and then I believe that Gonti themselves doesn't even have to, whenever one of our creatures you control, so Gonti doesn't even have to attack, it just has to be on the battlefield. And then whenever a creature deals combat damage, like, you just steal their thing. And then Gonti dies, not a big deal, the card's still in exile, you can still play it. But it won't cost one less anymore.
Okay.
Unless Gonti comes back. You can still play it, but you'll lose that tax break.
All right. My pitch for the other side is it does require creatures to be striking the opponents, which means you have to maintain a battlefield. And maintaining a battlefield in Commander can be hard because there are board wipes, there are spot removal, there are blockers. So even though you're going to build your deck with a whole bunch of these rogues, which are known for evasion, they might have trouble getting in, or people might just remove the rogues that are coming at them. So it does require maintaining a battlefield to be good. It's not very good on its own. It requires a whole host of outlaws on its team. And I don't know about you, Raren, but I don't like having to maintain a battlefield for my commander to be good because I'm used to having all my stuff removed for being me.
Okay. And is that a you problem, or is that just like in general people will often remove your stuff?
Clock him. Clock his ass. Clock his ass. Thank you.
I don't know. This kind of sounds like a fuck around and find out.
You're projecting onto him, and it's not fair.
What can I say? What did you just write down?
Let me tell you why CGB thinks this way, because CGB's strat in Commander is this: I'm just a little guy until I'm fucking not, and then he'll kill you. So don't let him get away. He's like, I don't know why people kill my stuff, because if you don't, he will murder you. So that's why he's saying these things.
Okay. All right. Continue. Hold on, I gotta find a GIF. It's very important for this.
Oh yeah. He typed CGB skill diff in the chat.
And is projecting it on me, which you are.
Look. In my defense, people do genuinely like to destroy me. So you know
make
what?
It so fun.
I stand out there. I will be the target that this commander community deserves. You can point your removal at my things. You can counter my spells. You can attack all, send all at me every turn. I will take it because I want you to have a good time. And I don't expect empathy. And I don't expect mercy. And I don't expect you to understand.
Oh my God. I like how you're preemptively like sticking up for yourself for when we inevitably play Commander. And then he's gonna be like, remember all the things that I said in that one video from like 3 weeks ago?
The politics start today. The politics start now. It's a pregame. Wait, what's this?
That's the gift of that's CGB.
Please put that in the video.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm so hurt. Ow. That's really good.
All right. Fine. Spotlight off me then. I don't want attention anyway. Raren.
Okay,
what do you think of this commander?
Let me go straight. So cool effect, 100%. Probably the most interesting one so far. The fact that you get to rip cards from people's deck is very Hearthstone-y, which is fun. And I feel like in a group of people, it will be fun for me playing, but like you guys have said, it is a targeted thing. You probably don't want your opponent doing that, especially stealing cards from someone else's deck probably feels the worst thing in card games for a lot of players. So you will be like big targeted at this point. Let me see what I wrote here. I wrote looks hard because his photo is immaculate. Like he looks incredibly.
That's what you mean by looks hard.
Yeah, like incredibly.
Yeah, they have a cowboy hat.
I just mean like he looks pretty tough. Like I'd be scared of that guy. It sounds like a Hearthstone deck. I don't need cards. They have cards, and I'm lazy and I profit off others. That sounds great. It is exciting, but people don't like it when it happens. I am target if Gonti dies. Not a big deal. But the spells that are in exile won't cost one less. I need to maintain a battlefield. I have no idea how hard that is in Commander.
So really quick, these are all going to be pre-cons, right, CGB? Like these are because that's why I pick up pre-con card. Like these are already pre-made stuff, or are we editing these?
I'm open to some upgrades. It won't be powerhouse upgrades. It'll be on pre-con power level.
Okay, so all right, so back to it. So this is already gonna be. I know you say I know how hard that is to like do. It'll already like be made for you. Like the precons will already have set this up to have everything you need to make Gonti a success.
So you mean by precons like the pre-constructed deck?
Pre-constructed, out of the box.
And if you guys
ready
are
to
making
go.
decks that are on the same power level of those decks.
I think we're also picking other precon decks,
is
right?
that the
TGV?
plan?
Yep.
Like we're all doing precons.
Oh.
Mine will be like a precon with like 5 or 6 different cards, and then Krim has one that he calls an upgraded precon.
It's gonna be Krim. You didn't tell me Krim was coming.
I did tell you.
No,
I posted
you
this. This is information I share. This is what
Where?
happens. Look, I'm not going in for receipts. I know. I posted it. I know I posted
think
it.
you did.
I know
I
I
would get
did.
excited.
I know I did.
Please find it and show me.
I know
because
I did. And, okay. All right. We want to do receipts. Let's
Yeah, we can do it off camera, though,
Okay. It's not that far.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's that far. But you know how it is when you're looking for something? It's like the worst time to try to find it.
You're right.
Raren, is that how you feel right now with that?
Yeah, I think you're familiar. Actually, I think it's in this chat. So that means it is a ways up. All right.
Oh no, that's okay.
Yeah, we'll find it. I'll find it later. I will find the receipts. Anyway,
all right, find
it is Krim, and Krim is going to play a version that has some upgrades, but he'll send me a list, and I'll just make sure it's not like to the moon upgraded. But he knows the vibe.
I won't be making much changes to whatever I pick, but
the funny part is, I don't even know if we want to use this or not, but the funny part is, that's Krim's commander, Gonti, Canny Inquisitor.
Are you kidding? No! Don't wait! No! Why did you say that? You should have let him pick at the end, and then if he picked it, you'd be like, "No, wrong. Somebody else already had me." That's not fair because now I'm one down. That sucks. I'm not picking another. No, I'm not picking another one. I don't have time.
Yeah, we're good.
Like,
hey, if he picks it, we'll just kick Krim off it. We'll just make Krim pick a deck. So yeah, it's gonna be fine. But yeah,
damn.
So yeah, are those your thoughts on Gonti and stealing people's stuff? Are you down for that life?
It seems cool, but then hold on, I didn't get to finish. I said, so I asked you guys how hard is it to maintain a battlefield or a board, I guess, and I don't think anyone answered it. So, is that different?
Oh, no, Voxy was answering it.
I don't think we're going to be playing a ton of board wipes. So I think it's going to be, I have spot removal. I will definitely have spot removal. But I think probably one board wipe per deck, if that, I don't like playing board wipes. I don't want the game to go on for 10 hours. So that's just me.
Okay. So it is likely that I will have a board, but there will be potential cases where the board will be cleared, which is understandable. I then wrote CGB skill diff because I think you were saying how people target you or something. I can't remember.
We're not going. I'm not going.
And then
back
I wrote
to this.
he is projecting it on me, and then I put the gif of the dog because Voxy was saying that he starts off all like scared and weak, and then he is actually the god of the table. Not really sure from personal experience. Foxy, can you just verify that actually is the case? And confirmed. Okay.
Confirm.
And then you guys started yelling at each other, and yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts. Looks pretty cool. So far, probably the most interesting one, but if Krim's playing it, it's completely fine. I'm not going to steal someone else's...
Dang it, I wish you didn't tell him that. You should let him pick at the end.
If it's your favorite, pick it anyway. Anyway. That's my instruction. Hell yeah. If it's clearly your favorite, pick it anyway.
Well, I will steal Krim's commander, and I'll message him personally about it.
Because I am totally down for making Krim play something else. Like, I will do it. Okay. It's probably in our best interest knowing him.
True.
All right. Is it my turn?
Yep.
All right. So all this talk about being targeted is so real. Like, nobody likes being the enemy at the table when you're here with your friends just trying to have a good time. So I want to introduce you to something that I swear you've never seen in 1v1 card games. It's the concept of group hug. The concept of giving gifts to your fellow players so that they leave you alone. And the commander here is a new one. This is Miss Bumbleflower. This is 1 and a green and a white and a blue for a totally adorable rabbit citizen. This is a 1/5 with vigilance, and whenever you cast a spell, target opponent draws a card. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. It gains flying until end of turn. if this is the second time this ability has resolved this turn, you draw 2 cards. So I know your internal try-hard card gamey senses are tingling that you don't want to give your opponents cards. But in Commander, you kind of do, because you can say, hey, if I give you a card, maybe you don't attack me. Hey, if I give you a card, we're friends, right? Hey, if I give you a card, maybe you don't kill my commander. And you can politic that way, and you definitely won't be the target. People will love you, and then just when they love you the most, you'll turn on them and smash them to smithereens with a giant flying monster. Doesn't that sound nice?
Okay, no, I maybe all the way until the end we'll figure it out. Voxy, what are your thoughts on this card? Hold on, I got to hear both sides before I really give it a thought on this.
My thoughts are, CGB, we really could have fucking talked before this, because I am now 2 commanders down to show him. Because I was gonna do the same pitch. I was like, just be a cute little guy that just sits in the corner with your little bunny. And now I'm obviously I agree with the card because I fucking picked it also. So
Nope.
my thoughts are we didn't prepare well enough for this, and we should have talked beforehand.
We should have collaborated on our collaboration.
We are vibing very hard right now because we have picked the same shit. Me, you, and Krim, apparently.
Dude, what can you say? Content creators love content.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So this was one of my picks as well. So I just thought it was cute. And I was like, okay, maybe, but then I was like, maybe, you don't want to just sit back and like kind of help everybody else. It doesn't seem like your vibe of being helpful.
Okay.
Like, I feel like your vibe is probably like you want to be somewhat of a threat. So maybe that would be my argument.
Where are you getting this aura
it.
from? Just so I'm curious. Like, what?
The aura is I'm scrambling for a fucking answer because this was one of my picks. So I now have to go against one of my picks. That is the aura answer I'm going for right now. I don't know what else to say. That is it. This is called improv and working on the fly. Okay, I'm a professional. It's what I do.
Actually, quite. Oh my goodness. Yeah. The thing is, okay, Voxy.
Yeah.
Do you think he would give us the cards though?
Maybe if he feels scared enough.
Who do you think he would give the cards to? Like
Probably
in the
you,
dark.
you're his guy.
Because we're boys.
Yeah.
His boys. I don't know about that. Raren, tell us right now, who gets the first card if you pick this?
That I think it would be contextual based on what's going on. I can't just give
come
you a
on,
blanket answer.
that's a gamer answer. Come on,
As
what a
someone
whim.
who's running for office, I can't have this and just make an enemy right before the game even starts. I got to go in with a blank state. I think most of you could probably agree with me that I don't want to be targeted even before the game starts. So yeah, I will not be answering that question. Let me just go through this. I'm gonna be honest. I think Voxy's right. I don't really think this is my play style. Any of you guys played D&D before, like Dungeons and Dragons?
I did a one shot. We did one shot at DragonCon.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Yeah. We have D&D'd.
Yeah, we've D&D'd.
So the character that I played for the very first time was a very selfish person for the party, and they actually.
Oh, you told me this. You were a rogue and you made everything harder for everybody. Oh my god, we have him and Krim in the same pod.
Oh god, what have I done?
This is horrible.
They put me on trial and killed me for the things I've done over to the party. So I don't know if Miss Bumbleflower is really like my motive. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing: both of you guys did pick this, and it is good for like the political landscape of the table because I will not be targeted. But I don't know. It's not really my thing. I don't want to be like, okay, now you get a spell, right? I'm not Oprah. Like let's
for sure.
Not really my vibe. I agree with you. I'm gonna be honest.
Poor Miss Bumbleflower. Well,
never stood a chance.
I don't know. Maybe I took a bullet for you then, Voxy. Do you want to just grab the first thing you find on EDH Rec and see if he likes it better?
I've still got some backups, like some ones I weren't super excited about, but I still like think that they're fine.
Okay.
I tried to pick like a bunch of different types of things because again, I didn't want to pick like this one makes tokens, and so does this one, and so does this one. But here is my next one. This is, I'm going to Anacathea, Hand of Erebos. This is a little bit of bias in my opinion because I just like enchantment creatures. So it is a soul tie and 2. It's a 4/4 with menace. Other enchantment creatures you control have menace. Do you know what menace is? Okay. Whenever
I got
why did you
I
laugh
got
at him?
mythic.
It's
I
a
got
fucking
mythic, I swear.
it's a fine question.
It's very-
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, with a lot of help.
What do you
it enters the battlefield or
What do you mean a lot of help?
A lot of help. I would like to
lot of
back
help.
that. I'm on Voxy's side. A
Oh my
lot of
God.
help.
You clearly don't remember what the second session was like.
I do. I remember.
You have to have multiple sessions of help. Oh my god. All right. So when it enters the battlefield or attacks, exile up to one target non-aura enchantment creature card from your graveyard, like enchantment creatures and stuff. Create a token that's a copy of that card, except it's a 3/3 black zombie in addition to other types. So essentially, this card is all about enchantment creatures. You're going to be making multiple enchantment creatures. If they die, whenever this enters or attacks your commander, you can get those creatures back, but they're just a 3/3 zombie in addition to everything else that they do. So
Okay.
that's why I picked. I think enchantment creatures are cool. I like them. Again, this is my own bias, but you can keep bringing people back from the yard, the graveyard, if you need them.
Okay.
Or the yard, as many people say.
As is common vernacular in Magic
As
the
is
Gathering.
common vernacular in Magic.
Absolutely.
Let me know in the comments
Absolutely.
below if you also say the yard, please, because I feel like I'm being gaslit into oblivion. Okay? The yard. Where you stop it and you bring creatures back. It's pretty base. Like, there's nothing too crazy, too special about it, which is why I picked this one, because I have been giving you a lot of target me stuff, like in all the stuff else I picked for you. I wanted to give you something that's a little like more laid back, but also still does things.
Okay.
It is true. It is very true that Enigthia, it kind of thrives on some hidden information, because when it's going well, like you kind of discard or cycle or sneak something into the graveyard and then bring it out as a zombie and has a pretty big effect. It's also really good that the zombies all have menace, so you get in a lot of attacks. It is a little more vulnerable to have an enchantment out there as a creature, so they're more vulnerable to removal, but a lot of the enchantments do have big effects when they enter the battlefield. This is definitely a good choice from my opponent, because enchantments can have very powerful global effects and aren't normally free from the graveyard. There are some very big effects in this deck.
Okay, big effects. Okay. Can you give me an example of what a big effect would look like? Is that possible?
Sure.
I feel like one thing that this is being disconnected with is like, this is the deck, which is cool, but like I don't actually comprehend what a big effect actually is for this.
Which is kind of why I picked it, because like the commander itself, like it's not going to be first targetable. It's going to be all the other good stuff in your deck. So your commander will last ideally a lot longer.
Commander will live.
Because then
Okay.
hopefully you're not going to be targeted from it. But that was my thought process, is people are going to be more focused on what the creatures that you're playing and doing instead of this thing.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Target
I've got
is on the creatures. Okay.
So here is an example of a card that is in the deck that you could cheat into play as a zombie.
6 mana, 2 green creatures
it's a
with
word
flying
conference.
can't attack you or planeswalker you control. At the beginning of your end step, create a 5/5 Green Worm creature token. So
A worm?
so that means this would come out as a 3/3 zombie and have the effect, if I'm understanding it correctly, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So long as it's not an aura, it will come out of the graveyard.
Okay, so you play this stuff, it gets removed, then you play your commander, or when it attacks, then you just keep bringing the shit back. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
You have some graveyard
What
recursion
is
for
that?
some of the things that you lost.
Cacophony
You
Unleashed?
have some.
Okay, sorry, continue. Sorry, I was
What?
reading the card.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
You're good. Read the card. Oh, what were you saying, Foxy? Sorry.
I don't remember. I'm not kidding.
I showed him Cacophony Unleashed and it blew his mind.
Oh, okay.
Destroy all non-enchantment
remember.
creatures. Oh, so that's a board clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a board clear for everybody but
Yes,
you.
yeah. Oh,
Because your stuff is enchantments.
whenever this or another enchantment enters the battlefield under your control until the end of turn, becomes a 6/6 legendary nightmare god. Oh my god, with menace and death touch and still an enchantment. Okay. Some like these are big stuff here. Okay, I kind of like it. I can see it.
Yep. CGB rebuttal? Any?
She throws big punches. You do have to go through the steps of filling your graveyard. I think that the deck, when it doesn't have a way to fill the graveyard, you're relying on casting things fairly and then having them removed. They are very threatening, so that but that can take a long time in a game of Commander. That can fill a lot of time. So it is important to get multiple pieces in place. Just like Gonti required a board, this requires a graveyard. However, if you want to get some experience in the yard, it's actually a really good commander, and it's from Commander Masters, which is a very powerful set of precons. So it is a well-powered up precon for sure.
Okay, powerful.
So I didn't hear any
Yeah,
fucking. I don't know about you, Baron. I didn't hear any negatives at all rebuttaling what I suggested.
You have to get it in the graveyard. It doesn't. The deck.
You're gonna have to work for the win, Baron. Heaven forbid, you're going to have to put in some effort into this game.
I don't know if he's comfortable getting things out of the yard. He doesn't seem to know where the yard is. I'm concerned.
Holy.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay.
So, thoughts on Anixia, a hand of Erebos? That's how I say it. I don't know if that's the right way. Anixia, hand of Erebos.
So she is a demigod, which is kind of cool. I'm not sure how much that's relevant for like the rest of the deck, but I don't think I've ever actually seen that like creature type before, which is actually
there's not a lot of them.
Intriguing. So this is keep resummoning, and it's like having your own zombie horde with extra effects, which is kind of interesting. I think this is something where I would like to see the whole deck to really see the full piece or the full puzzle being like crafted here. Because if it's like a late game strategy, it'd be cool to see like the steps needed to actually become overwhelming, which I feel like this is exactly what it is. This is a very like attrition based thing. And then you just keep on coming back and seeing if your opponent can actually answer what you're doing. Right.
I don't like this. He seems too interested.
Oh, okay.
It's a really good card. It's good because he's interested because I
You don't want to see any of the other decks. I'm getting nervous.
No.
I'm getting nervous. I'm sweating.
I have only one more to show you.
I haven't picked any of them, first and foremost. I'm going through the pros. You didn't really give me any negatives, I guess, other than like the yard, and I'm confused like a little child.
All right. I'm very nervous with how absolutely interested in Anixia you are. So I'm going to pull out the big guns. I'm going to pull out the big guns. All right.
Every bachelor has somebody he's smitten with when they first show up. Okay, it just happens to be Anixia.
I really want. Yeah. Well, let me see because
let's see it.
There's a card here. I got one here. Voxy's. I want to hear Voxy's reaction to this one as well as Raren's.
Let's see it. I almost did this. You fuck. God, I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But okay. Whatever.
No. So, what I want you to know is that Grand Arbiter Augustine the Fourth, a very refined human advisor, a 4-mana 2/3. White spells you cast cost 1 less to cast, and blue spells you cast cost 1 less to cast, but spells your opponents cast cost 1 more to cast. So this is a very good, honest, wholesome card that gets played in content from time to time, and everybody at the table is totally fine with it. I know that Voxy, our guest, my opponent in this case, is a particular fan and absolutely advocated for it to be played, and you will not get targeted, and if you do, obviously no big deal. So if you just like mana cheating as well as keeping your opponents doing things really slowly, then this is fine.
I'd like to jump in here real quick if you don't mind, Raren and CGB. You absolutely will be targeted, and I have video fucking evidence that you will be targeted and hated the entire game if you play this card. This wasn't even my commander, and it was just in my deck, and everybody hated me, and I don't know why. I was just targeted. So if you also want to be targeted and hated, that's fine. You can pick it. If you're a fucking masochist, I don't know.
Okay. Interesting.
If Raren probably hasn't. I don't know if you know. Shuffle Up and Play, Voxy, dropping this on turn 2.
Yeah,
making
are you a real
making
fan
friends,
or are you a fake fan?
Making real
Did you
friends.
see this video?
I don't know if all the audience saw it, so I'm gonna let them know. If you want to see,
if you haven't,
oh my god, if you haven't,
I was very hated.
Did you end up winning?
Fuck no! I was the first to die because I played this card.
Okay, so what we're hearing is that this card might make a few people salty. Commander players, I will be honest, do not like to pay extra for their effects, but I'm getting the impression that Rarin doesn't mind a little animosity at the table. I mean, he joined us for this video.
What? Where did you get that? I am scared for my life currently. I don't know where you get that vibe from. I listen, I am a Hearthstone player, and there's a lot of effects that interact with like this way, and people despise them. I'm trying not to die first. I feel like I don't even know what you do. What happens if you die first? You just sit at the table and watch?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
This could be fun. Hang out, get a drink.
Pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, there's pizza.
Yeah.
Oh.
Try to be funny on
Switch.
camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, listen, as much as I like mana cheating, I think that this is probably a play style that I wouldn't want to do just because I don't want people to hate me. This is probably the most annoying one out of any one of you guys have shown me so far. So
I don't think it's that bad, but yeah.
you sounded like you wanted to die when you're on Shuffle Up and Play based on the experience you just...
I didn't want to die because I thought that I just thought someone would fucking kill it. Is it so wrong of me
Dude,
to think that somebody would have killed
She
it?
has to keep up
I mean, let alone the fact that I put it on turn 2, but regardless.
She has to keep up the Twitter battle that she's fighting of run more
people
removal.
Are eating me alive.
Yeah, run more removal, noobs.
Me up. Yeah, run spot removal. GG's the end. You know,
Which I kind of agree with.
Skill div is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Skill dev.
100%.
So because I know I went first and like we're even right now, but CGB has stolen 2 of my ones I was going to show you, so I get an extra free one. So I have one last thing to show you. Okay. Are you a fan? And I know the answer to this, which is why I'm asking, of Lord of the Rings?
Like I would.
You wouldn't.
I like the movies, yes.
But you like them a lot, right? I thought. Is that not? Am I wrong about that? Do I not know?
Define a lot. Like I do like the movies, if that's what you're asking.
Do you like known villain Sauron by chance?
He's like barely in the movie.
Listen, I only watched them once for the first time last year, so I don't actually know that much. But this is Sauron. He is the Lord of the Rings. It's in the title, so he can't be bad. He is Grixis. He's 8 mana or 7 or it's 8 mana. Sorry, he's a 9/9. Whenever you cast this spell, amass Orc 5. Mill 5 card, then return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. He has trample, and when a commander an opponent controls dies, the ring tempts you. There's a lot going on here. I understand that. Let me back it up and explain it to you.
Okay.
So this card is expensive as hell. It is true. There's no getting around that. But the benefit you get from it is so sick. You get a 5/5, amass Orc 5, so you get a token that has 5 counters on it. You get to mill 5 cards, then you get to return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So for 8 mana, you get a 9/9 with trample, a 5/5, and you get a random card from your graveyard to the battlefield. And whenever a commander an opponent controls dies, the ring tempts you. And I probably should have pulled the ring tempting thing in.
I think we did a draft when Lord of the Rings was there.
You did. You kind of remember
I just can't remember exactly what it does.
That's okay. Here, I got the thing for you.
Okay.
Give me one sec. All right, so this is the ring tempting you. So each time this happens, it goes to each level. So the first one is your ring bearer's legendary can block. You give somebody a ring. Okay, you've proposed. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. You get to then buff your person up. Okay, you blocked with creatures with greater power, or they can't be blocked with creatures with greater power. So that's already a plus. When it attacks, draw a card, then discard a card. Everybody loves cycling. Whenever your ring bearer becomes blocked by a creature, that creature controller sacrifices at the end of combat. So things are dying. And then the ultimate level is whenever your ring bearer deals combat damage to a player, each opponent loses 3 life. As the levels go on this ring, they do not go off. Your ring bearer can die, but if the ring tempts you again, you get to choose a new legendary creature as your ring bearer.
Okay.
So a lot I just spewed at you. I understand that. Questions or comments, or actually CGB, do you want to jump in? What do you want to do?
I am so seething right now that you would use the amazingness of the Lord of the Rings Magic the Gathering set to tempt my boy Raren into your with the power of the ring. And not only
the
that,
most successful.
not only that, you choose my favorite deck from Lord of the Rings. It's in the title. It says the thing, Lord of the Rings.
They said the thing.
It's my precious.
Oh my God.
And you are using it against me, and I applaud you as an adversary. What I will say as a rebuttal, did you catch all that? That is a lot of stuff going on, and the ring tempting you has a lot of stuff going on. Now, granted, you're a gamer. I know you're a mythic gamer. You're really good. You will remember everything, I'm sure. But if at any point you wonder about, hey, do I want to keep track of what level the ring is, how amassed my army is, maybe you don't want something as complicated and absurdly cool as Sauron, the Lord of the Rings. Also, it does. You know what? You made a good point. Sauron isn't in that much of the movie.
He's not.
And yeah, that's a fact.
So he needs his time to shine here at the commander table today. Thoughts, Raren? Anything?
Okay, so we gotta back this up. So expensive as an 8 mana that's kind of a big guy.
It is expensive.
I also feel like this is a card that's targeted so quickly. I could be.
I don't know. See, here's why. Why would you think that? Why would somebody want that back in the command zone for then you to cast it again and get more value?
You get value just by it being on the board, if I'm reading the card correctly.
No, you get value when you cast this spell. All of that happens. And yeah, sure, whenever commander opponent control dies, the ring tempts you, but that is irrelevant. Whenever it comes in, all that awesome stuff happens, okay? Don't you want to plus up your ring bearer? Don't you care about your partner, your ring person?
Wait, but doesn't the ring tempt go up if he's on board and then other things die?
The ring tempt does go up if he's on board, but Vox is 100% right that most of the value in the card is the 5/5 and the creature from the battlefield that you get when you cast it. And if they kill it, you cast it again.
And nobody wants that. So you get a fucking 9/9 trample with a shit ton of value. Like, that comes out once, sure, but there's other stuff in your deck to help you out. But like, this is something you don't want to kill multiple times.
Okay, so it's a commander that once
Ideally.
it's cast, it's very likely that someone's going to target it immediately.
Did you listen to literally anything we just said? Did you tune us out?
I just repeated what you just said to me.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you did not. CGB,
I said when this card is played, it's less likely someone's going to target this immediately, right? That's what you just said.
And we said, and CGB said, all the value is when the card is cast, so it's something that's not targeted a lot. And I concur. And then you said the literal.
I just said that. I said when you cast this card.
Rewind the tape.
I literally said,
I
said when you play this card, it is less likely it will be targeted immediately. That's what I said. Which is
That's not what you just said.
2 times actually before that one.
CGB, help me.
Okay, Libby's gonna run the clip.
Run it back.
Boxy and I both heard you say you're telling me this will be targeted. That's what both of us heard you say.
No. It will not be targeted. It will not be targeted. That's what I said. 100%. I would go right back. I would put $100 on it.
I will eat my shoe.
Okay, so it's a commander that once it's cast, it's very likely that someone's going to target it immediately.
I'm going to I'm going to pivot here and back up our eligible bachelor here and say, yeah, that's totally what you said.
Oh my god. Anyways, that's what my commanders. Those are his commanders. I don't watch The Bachelor, so I don't know how it happens.
I don't either. All right, I'm gonna send you the pictures. Someone's getting a rose. It doesn't have to be your forever commander deck, but if you had to play one of the commanders here, someone's getting a rose today. What is it gonna be? Here you go.
Okay,
hold on.
Is that the music that goes?
That would be Jeopardy. That would be the Jeopardy.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Okay, hold on. I gotta go through all these again. I gotta get like a refresher here.
No, it's like an instant attraction. You look into their eyes and you feel the sparks. Do you feel any sparks?
It's tough. It's tough because looks wise, like maybe they're great, but like. I don't get to see their whole personality, and like that's kind of holding me back a little bit here. Because I think from like a commander standpoint, Gonti's probably the most interesting one. Because like that one, I don't need to know what's in the deck to truly understand what it's going for, right? Like it just kind of shows you like you're gonna fuck with your players. The other ones are like really specific based on what's in their deck. Like I'm assuming Sauron is just a bunch of big dudes, and like you want to keep like killing him in some way, so he keeps coming back, and then you get more big dudes for free. That's what I'm assuming, right?
Oh, like you yourself want to kill your own commander,
like
maybe not saying.
Maybe not me specifically, but I'm sure that you probably want to interact with like the first paragraph of text. And again, like
oh sure,
it's very he's expensive, but yeah, sure.
So, yeah, maybe you blink him, maybe you bring him back from the dead to get the trigger again and again. Yeah.
So like that's what I am assuming, but I don't know unless we see like the complete package, right? Which makes this extremely difficult because Gonti is the most appealing one out of all of these, just because of that logic, right? The other one that's probably interesting is, what is her name? Anakatha or whatever her name is.
Yeah, those are both of my
the
picks,
demigod is kind of interesting.
No, come on.
Yep.
There's got to be a little competition here.
Yeah. You're so right,
like
Bessie.
this.
That is
I don't
exactly
like
how you
this.
say her name.
I don't like this. Come on, make some eye contact. Just look into Bumbleflower's eyes. Look into Bumbleflower's eyes.
No,
look into Grand Arbiter Augustine's eyes.
It's not the rabbit's the least one that I'm looking forward to. I'm gonna be honest.
Or at least pick Sauron. Then I'll just feel like I got beat by an amazing IP. Okay.
I'm trying to think about like how I play Hearthstone, and none of these really translate to how I play Hearthstone. It's very interesting. Like that's why like Anakatha or whatever the hell her name is probably the closest, because it's like super attrition based, which is kind of nice. The other ones are like I'm definitely not fucking picking what's his name, the Grand Arbiter. That guy's gonna cause a lot of problems. I'm not about that.
All right.
Not if you run spot removal, which most people
we can narrow it down. Arbiter's out.
Okay,
Arbiter's out.
Who else? The next cut.
The rabbit's out.
God, she's so awesome though. I'll show you. I'll play the rabbit.
Is there another commander that does almost the same thing where like it interacts with other players, but it's not that like that?
Yes. Oh my God. Can I show it to you?
Yeah. Is there a wild card?
Oh
here?
no, we're calling an audible. What's going on?
I just want to show him this stupid card because I just love the art so much.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about for the group hug?
Maybe.
Here he is. This is Feldegriff.
Oh, I wanted to show him this card so bad too.
I know, thank you. I almost did.
God.
That's legit magic art for
Yeah,
nice.
that's
It's
legit.
a group hug deck. I don't vouch for this card, but yeah, that's another one.
Return this to owner's hand. Target opponent may draw a card. Triple to the end of turn. Put a hippo token into play under the target opponent's control. Treat this as a 1/1 green. This guy sucks ass.
So true.
But
Isn't he cute though?
he is a hippo. Like that's kind of cool. What? How did you pronounce the name? Feldegriff?
It's Feldegriff.
What the fuck is this?
Old magic cards. Things were
Yeah,
better
very, very
before,
old.
baby.
Look how old it looks. I mean,
Yeah, I can't. The board.
that's okay. You can keep giving out your roses. I just wanted to show you what he looked like. Anybody else is knocked out of the running? You've got 5 left.
I'm looking. God,
Well, unless you really like that look of that hippo.
I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings here. That's the problem.
You wouldn't hurt my feelings. You already did.
Yeah, you're already winning. Easy for you to say.
Okay. I don't like Hackball either. Whatever the hell his name is.
I can't believe
That's
Zuladoc. Come on, Zuladoc. Zuladoc for the win. Come on.
See, like, I don't mind Zuladoc because it does sound like a pretty fun experience. But again, you said I'm going to get targeted. But I don't like lands. I really don't like lands. And this probably solves a lot of my issues. But I'm sure there's enough like consistency in the deck where I wouldn't have to worry about lands. Did you verify that?
Yeah. There's so much consistency in the deck. It's perfect. You're going to have a great time.
Also, I want to say real quick, you said that you don't want to be targeted at CGB. You can agree or disagree with me with this. Of all of the commanders here, Gonti is the one that is going to get you the most targeted.
Very true. Agree.
People bring their commander decks to commander to play it. They don't want you playing their deck. So if that's what you're worried about, I would feel remiss to not mention
he
that.
looks so fucking sick.
They are very cool. Yes.
Like the pose, the colors, the gold bars.
The cowboy hat.
I don't know. It
Bro,
sounds like he's going to
flexing.
go there anyway. It's a bad boy, but you can change him.
Change them, yeah.
He is flexing, bro. Oh my god, I don't know. This is so much pressure. Swan's fine. He's alright. He's okay. I just realized he actually has a face. I thought he kind of looked like a horse there for a little bit.
What? Horse face
thought
Like
that.
at a glance, like if you showed me that, I couldn't really look at it.
Yes, no, you're right.
What?
Yeah,
Like his head's on fire, and then that little area of the red is its
Yeah,
eye,
exactly,
and then the tip of its
yeah.
No, you're right.
all
You're right.
Good. I'm glad I'm.
You're so right and smart and making good decisions
Holy
and stuff.
shit, man!
Did you just say Soren has a horse face and that's why you're not into it?
No, I just.
Is that what I heard?
wanted to point that out.
Okay.
I just wanted to point that out.
You know what? Soren's done with you. Soren's. I'm cutting Soren. Go on.
What?
Excuse me. But you know what? Whatever. I have two strong things in the running.
Okay,
Go
I
ahead,
gotta get rid
Raren,
of
keep
Gonti,
going with your
unfortunately, because
picks.
Crim's playing it.
That's so unfair that you told.
I don't know.
All right, whatever. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
Oh my god, I don't know. How targeted would I be with the Void guy, Zuladok?
Lots, to be honest.
Like, what do you mean by lots? Like, I play this card and he's dead immediately.
So would you be targeted? Not necessarily, but Zuladok would. Like people would
And
go.
that's essentially targeting you. Yes.
So yeah, if they have removal, I'd be surprised if they didn't kill the Eldrazi. Eldrazi's are very scary and powerful. You will feel
Not if
powerful.
I will have removal.
I do like feeling powerful. God, this is tough because I would like to see the rest of the deck for both of these. But
Well, you got to
That's
go
not
on a
how the
second
Bachelor
date.
works.
I know.
Yeah. we gotta go on a second
What
date
if I
with.
hate them though?
Then you don't have to, here's a saying that is in Magic, and I also think applies to real life. You don't have to get married to your pack one, pick one.
Ooh, limited advice.
Limited advice. Don't get married to your pack one, pick
What's
one.
your counter to
All right.
that, CGB? Or if you have anything to add?
No, I don't have a counter to that. That's good advice.
Yeah.
All I have to add is you pick one of these that sounds intriguing. You give somebody a freaking rose so my video makes sense.
Right.
And then we go get to work,
I feel so scammed, by the way. Oh,
Wait, why? Why do you feel scammed? Like full transparent. If I'm not considering like the people targeting my ass, like I'd probably go with Zuladog. Like he just seems more fun. I think it's fun ripping at the top of your deck. So like I would have to go with him probably, or Eights I should say. I don't know if it's a him, but like the cool thing about the demigod is like the constant bringing it back. But like I'm looking for the pizzazz I think more. So I'd go with like Zuladog even if he is going to get targeted. Because if you get to do it once, I feel like my life's already completed. I'd probably go with them.
this is so rigged.
Ah.
This is so rigged.
Like, I'm so
Whatever.
All right, like, listen, if I'm thinking as like a Hearthstone player, like that's the most Hearthstone thing we're getting here.
I knew it. I knew it would be colorless mana. Oh
And you know
my
what
goodness.
sucks is I almost picked it too. I had it in my tabs.
Oh my goodness. I thought for sure you were gonna take Gontier and Nixthia though. So the Eldrazi gets the big rose.
Yeah,
The Eldrazi gets the rose.
I don't know how we're gonna have sex, but we'll figure it out.